Yeah. Dear Diarrhea. Diarrhea full of shit. Just play along with me, myself, and I. No one else. Yo, I'm so legit. Um, woke up, was doing my morning routine, getting started on hating on life and plotting my revenge on the world. And I like to walk around with my phone, and listen to stuff, while I take my shit, and just sort of make my checks, did anything fail during the night, is the water, pressure tank still up where it needs to be, is the internet still fucking working, is the furnace, throwing any codes, any circuit breakers pop, you know, just kind of my morning OCD routine. Um, but it was Mr. Longhead. I put it in the Amen Drop the Mic. I used to kind of keep them on the down low, but I don't anymore. This guy was complaining about a woman boss who was just a wretched, incompetent, garbage human. I mean, she might be nice and she might be a good mother, the whole good cop, bad cop thing, um, but because Papa Bear has to make sure that the child grows up into a functioning human, and then Mama Bear needs to make sure that the child doesn't grow up into a universal soldier or something like that. Make sure that it's he or she has the soft edges, which is an extreme, vague over exaggeration, obviously. And it's been proven, single moms raise, criminals and psychopaths. Single dads raise functioning humans. Now, I'm not a misogynist in case there's a broad or two out there thinking, well, it's, statistics. So, but you know how broads breed. All of you are pregnant. All of you. And you in particular, you were pregnant when you were like, as soon as you possibly could get pregnant. So was you fucking before that? And then all of a sudden your body was like, okay, we're receptive. And then, like I said, your fucking sister, and she's a piece of shit, and I had mentioned that the other day, I think, about this group of people that, I kind of have had the privilege to stumble across. And, but, on the wire. But, and she's just so goddamn dumb, she doesn't realize that the options were okay. The kid becomes a foster, gets taken away from you because you are such a garbage human that, the state has decided that you are incapable of raising this child. Or it goes with your sister. And I don't know if, it was a permanent thing or what, but she's still mad. It's like there are people out there who are just so fucking far gone stupid. Just stay away from them as far as, you know what I mean? And then there's the rest of you motherfuckers, Okay, you know, in about 3 minutes, I'm going to go through everybody. I'm going to ask you a question. Okay? What's 1 plus 1? And, okay, people are taking their sweet ass time over, slow brain, low horsepower. And not a diesel engine. See, I'm a dimly lit light bulb, but I'm a diesel engine. These people their light bulb isn't even lit. It's a 4-cylinder running on 2 with a misfire. So, and the timing's off, and the exhaust is broken, and just everything else, the wrong gas. But so it gets to this guy. What was the question again? You mean what was 1 plus 1? Well, I guess that would be, 2. I am not fucking exaggerating. Then the next, so okay, the next two are okay. They're like, okay, yeah, well, 1 plus 1, let me, 2. Next person, yeah, 1 plus 1 equals 2. And then the next guy, well, I mean, I guess, well, if you got one and you got another one and you got to add them together. What were we talking about again? Oh, so you want me to add one? Oh, you want me to add them together? Like fucking like, well, 1 plus 1. I mean, if I was to add them together, that'd be 2. So, what are you talking about? Anyway, but oh shit. Kind of lost my train of thought a little bit. But anyway, broads be dumb and shit. They have their place, they have their role. So, but yeah, they don't handle, like I said, female fighter pilots. They don't have the it factor, At least I would assume. I don't actually know that. Well, they're more self-preserved, They don't sacrifice and go all in. And then, of course, there's the strength, if it's physical stuff. And it's funny, Mr. Longhead said for some reason that they do well in law. No, I can understand that, because it's like the same reason they, pick and choose and, date 5 guys at the same time, Tom, he's the fun one. Ben, he's the beta provider. He's always doting her with gifts and stuff. Chad, he's got the dick. He doesn't even really have to know how to use it, because, size does matter, length and girth, and it's the mentality of it and all that, and, and like I said, ideally, just above average. That way you can work the proper up, and hit them walls and all that shit. That's, whatever everybody thinks they know. Hit the G spot and all that. Is it 7 inches in or 3 inches in or 2? Depends who you ask. Everybody's an expert these days, But and he's just like a raw, carnal fucker, just in out, slap that ass, and all that, pull her hair, just pure physical shit, which she enjoys. There's a time and a place for that, Ben is not a good lover at all. That's just a sympathy fuck. She just does it just as she gets the gifts, and the money and the doting upon and all that shit. This is, again, over exaggerated. And a lot of chicks don't even know that they're aware that they possess, how they react to stuff, stimuli outside, emotional, physical. And it depends on the inside, that kind of determines what they prefer and how they respond to the outside stimuli. But everybody's different. I mean, generally we're all cut from the same cloth, but there's, you put 10 people in a room, you have 10 completely different people. But you also have 10 people who are cut from the same cloth. Let's not forget that now. You make no sense, man. Psst. Well, that's you. That is above and beyond you. So, don't rev your engine too high now. You'll throw a rod and you'll just be like, okay, well, whatever. I'm going to go down to the grocery store. I can't do the impression, but you know, basically when you hear dun 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 dun, you know, to put it in gear, clunk, yeah, that's bad. Okay, fuck you, ignorant hater. No, fuck you. But anyway, that's one thing we agree on. Bunch of blue smoke, you know, puffing out the exhaust. Anyway, um, oh, what the hell? So anyway, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me that broads would make good lawyers. You know, they're cold, calculating. You know, uh, their emotions don't matter. You know, okay, I'm in charge of other people's fate. Okay, which I guess would be a good thing if you're a lawyer, right? Fucking Mr. Longhead, I fucking swear. Pardon the F bombs, but that guy, you know, I subscribe to him. You know, do the work. There's no reason you can't be a millionaire by age 30, you know? All that. My first ex wife, yeah. The astronaut, the lawyer, the doctor. Man! Shit. Yeah, we met at a bar. I just bet you did. Yep. But anyway, I knew a girl like that who used to work at the place who currently employs me, who I will probably never go back to work for again. I'm gonna show up and see if I can't get me like a honey baked ham for Christmas. I miss Thanksgiving. I just didn't even think about it. But they do that. You know, like most companies do. They'll give you like a little something, something. You know. But the company I work for likes to feed you a lot. Like, they, hey, we went a week, where we were above, 99.8%, on our poo 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 magoo. Let's have a party, and, it might be something simple like here's a bunch of pies, or something. But it's not just like a single slice or the kind of pie you'd like buy at a gas station. It's like an actual little miniature, like Murray Callender's pie, and it's like shit, and every now and then they'll cook like steaks and sausages, and hamburgers, and they'll have salad and shit, and it's like like a little banquet, it's like, god damn, and they do that frequently, so that's cool, so, it's like, they will, like, every, Christmas, they will give every driver, like, a full-size motherfucking honey-baked ham. Actually, it might be kind of a smaller, but anyway, I'm going up there today, and I'm gonna swing by and do some stuff, and I'm gonna ask. I'm gonna say, hey. So anyway, but yeah, she's a wretched fucking cunt. She doesn't work there anymore. She was actually promoted through the DEI push. And I've dealt with a lot of them people before, where it's like, there is no way. I don't know how you manage to, like, your husband is paying the bills and shit, and here you are as a DEI push. I've encountered it on several occasions where it's like, there's no fucking way. There's no fucking way. And that one time, with that broad, I was kind of upset, and I wasn't upset, but she was like, why are you yelling at me? And I wasn't. I was just talking like, so when the trailer's full, what happens next? And I was being kind of rude and belittling her, but I was kind of fucking pissed. And I've said that maybe 2 or 3 times over the course of my 5 years, where I've actually said, like, been outright rude. Like, I remember one time I said, I know I'm just a driver and I don't work for a living, but I appreciate, me having to rustle you down, so we can do something that your minions you should have done when the trailer was empty. Were you putting a backhaul on it? Then I can understand, keeping the duck bite in. But if it's, this is on you, Chief. Get control of your fucking people. You garbage human. So anyway, this broad, and she's just I've talked about her before with the dock plate, and just the most stupid fucking concept of how a dock plate worked. And I was like, nah, it's, this is what it does. It raises up, and then the lip, and she's like, she was just adamant. She's like, no, sir, it does this. So I'm like, come over here, push the button. And I remember she's all, by golly, I think you're right. No fucking shit. And this is how these people just live their life. Just fucking adamant. No fucking clue. No willingness to step outside their knowledge, rut. They drive like that. They think like that. They live their lives like that. Like that broad, who waved me out. And it's like, I appreciate that. But I could barely get around you, with the turning radius, with just the tractor, let alone this 53-foot fucking trailer. It's shocking, and just absolutely shocking. Are you for real? I appreciate it, but woman, and she was a broad, you are dangerously stupid. Not ignorant, stupid. You are a stupid human being. And everybody just goes through life because life is on easy mode. That's why they never get checked. And that's what happened with that broad who used to work in the office. She ran a bunch of people off. And, she couldn't hardly assign a truck number without fucking it up. Like 3 times. It's like, yeah, we don't even have this truck. This truck does not exist. But for some reason you gave it to me, and just stupid shit like that. And you could tell by the way she talked, her wheels were always turning. She thought she was smarter than she was. And she was burning too much energy on shit that didn't matter. Just talking, just the sentences that she strung together. Her thought process in a matter of just her existence, just being alive. She was wasting too much energy on shit that did not matter. And what the hell did she do? She did a lot of shit. She grew up, with very low expectations. The bar was low for her. And but she did manage to make it, she was a manager, okay? She was probably a manager at like McDonald's before that. I don't know how old she was, probably upper 20s or so. Probably was like a spoiled brat who, at age 16, when she got her first, summer job, she knew that she was going to be the manager at that McDonald's, and so she had that like mindset, and I believe that that's how she managed to kind of go that route. She's never just been, the first person you see when you walk through a door at an establishment who, hi, can I help you? She's not that chick. She's not the chick sitting behind the desk, behind the computer, just sort of making sure that the chips fall where they need to. Just sort of babysitting, interactions that are happening. Hello, bing, okay, step 2, thank you. And so she made it, and it probably had enough of a personality, well, if it wasn't work related. She was a wretched cunt. I'm just trying to throw shit out there. But anyway, that's that. And I remember. I think she may have been a secret fan because she had a really wide ass. She actually had to sit on 2 chairs, one for either cheek at her desk. And when she walked through the doors, she had to turn sideways. And I remember one time I had mentioned her in an audio presentation, and she walked past me, and she I had to step out of the way. Like we would have, she would have hip checked me like in hockey if I hadn't moved. And I just thought it was funny. You go, boss bitch, you wretched fucking moron. Oops, I forgot I use moron only for fucker. But anyway, and I was talking with Miss Poop Emoji, way back when, and she was over there just vibrating, and steam was coming out of her ears, and her nostrils were flaring. She actually started making like squeaking sounds and shit. I shit you not. It ruffled her feathers so fucking bad she couldn't sit still and she couldn't stay silent. That I was in there, it's hard for me to explain, but it's like I was asking. I wasn't just like, hey, dispatcher, tell me something and do something. I was in there like actually trying to educate myself and figure shit out. So it's like I was taking initiative, right? And she's like, you motherfucker, you're a driver. You don't ask questions, you motherfucker. And the person I was talking to was below her in line. She was just a meager dispatcher. They give them fancy names. They do other shit. They have responsibilities, but, I hear they pay them really low. But whatever. A meager 100,000 a year. That's what it takes to live these days. But on a single income. But comfortably, I should say. Anyway, I knew that, and on the way out, I said, "Is it hot in here, or is it just me?" And like within a second, like I didn't even finish the sentence. By the time I got to, "Is it hot in here, or is it just me?" And it's like I didn't even say E, and she's like, "Yeah, you should probably go." And she said it just like that, and I laughed, like, "You fucking cunt." And she laughed, and she's just such a wretched, garbage fucking human. And they exist, mommy and daddy, she probably did in school. She knew she was an A+ student, but daddy never challenged her. Daddy, I don't know what daddy did for a living, but daddy didn't realize that this girl is going to grow up to be a fucking insufferable cunt. She's not as smart as she thinks she is. Let's give her some shit to do. However you decide to do that as a parent. Let's test her. This bitch needs to fail. I mean, our sweet loving daughter. And don't even fucking tell it, you know what I mean? Just whatever. Just do your thing, Pops. And Mommy Bear, whatever she does, maybe she works for a living, maybe she's a homemaker. She don't care. She's just like, "Oh, sweetie, you're so smart." And Papa Bear's like, "Yeah, my little angel." No, little angel, guess what? You're going to be tested. You're going to be challenged. You are going to fail. You need to experience failure to be well-rounded. If you don't, then you're going to fail big time. You need to fall. Damn it. You stupid bitch. No daughter of mine's just going to skate through life being successful. You need to fail, woman. And however you want to go about that, be interactive with her, take her on a camping trip, to put her, get her out of her comfort zone so she fails, take her on a camping trip. Yes, it's hard for me to put into words, but she's just like, yeah, and then she realizes, shit, it sucks, it's cold, and stuff. Just it doesn't, you know what I mean? Just put her through her fucking paces. Same thing with your son if you have one. Like I said, I'm not a parent, but I'm going to write a book on how to be one. So that just reminded me of that. 24 minutes in, so fucking what the. And real quick, I want to mention this, Mrs. Butthead. That one day, I thought, shit, this girl's out of control. I think it's funny because I live beside myself. Because I didn't, like, what's her name? The boss broad. She's like, how come I've never seen you? I've been here 3 years. I'm like, because I come get my bills and I get the fuck out of here. So, I didn't really see Mrs. Butthead a whole lot. And it's like, like, maybe I might see her sitting there, but then she gets, me and all the shit that I've said. This is new. When the fuck did that happen? shoes, you know, the spandex pants. And, because when she first got there, you know, she's kind of plicky-placked. And then I thought jigging away. And of course, she's got, you know, the ass for the face and the ears and all that. She's just a weird creature. But, yeah. I remember that. I thought that. I'm like, this bitch, left to her own devices, is going to turn into that fucking cunt. Now, she's got a better personality than her. You know, she's, like I said, she knows how to make friends, male and female. You never know, you might need someone to help you move someday, although I will assume she doesn't have much furniture because she's always chasing the lowest rent or chasing somebody to, you know, rent a closet, you know, in a thing. Although, like I said, I think she's married now, so moving on up, you know. Her hubby's paid on commission. Yeah, he is the biggest dick in any room in any given time. He's paid on commission, yo. There's no limit to how much money this boy, this man, can make. Look at his taste in jewelry. The gutter rat is now a gutter princess. Thanks to Guido, the used car salesman extraordinaire. Did I mention he's paid on commission? Anyway, have a good day. Fucking garbage humans, man.